Ahmad, and I'm delighted to be your MC today. Before we start the pitches, I have a few housekeeping rules. Don't worry, not too many. We know a lot of founders do not like rules, so we just have 3. Right, firstly, if you want to go to the washroom, please discreetly hit yourself outside and go to the washroom. Secondly, please silence your phone, right? We don't want any interruptions during the pitches. And thirdly, if you need to take any emergency calls, please don't hesitate to, again, discreetly take it outside, right? So that's it. And if you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out to any of our staffs. They're all wearing a black lanyard. Great, so I think that's all for the rules. Now, to kick off the event today, we have prepared an opening video to recap the FIKRA ACE 2024 program. Perhaps let's play the video. Just a recap of the couple of very intense weeks this Islamic fintech startup had to go through. So now let's go on to the agenda so you have an overview of the day and what is to be expected. So let us look at the agenda. All right. So the first on the agenda would be a sharing session by one of our partners from the Islamic Development Bank, which is Dr. Hilal Hussein. Let's give him a big round of applause. Thank you, Dr. Hilal, for being here today. The second highlight of the day on the agenda would be, I think, the most exciting one, which is the top 10 startup finalist pitches. We have all the startups over there, so I think they are a little bit excited, mostly nervous. Right? So then the third agenda of the day would be a closing remark by Encik Ritzam from the Security Commissions themselves. Let's give him another big round of applause for such a great stewardship. And last but not least would be the networking sessions where you get to talk to some of the VIPs in front, the startups, whoever that's in this room. Before we start the event, I thought let's take a nice photo and video so that we have this for our memory, right? So perhaps we could have all the VIPs make their way up to the stage, right? Because we want to get that really nice FIKRA ACE thing and the backdrop. So perhaps all the VIP could make their way to the stage. Justin, Ellen, Dr. Hilal, Ben, right? And then could we also have all of the startup founders up on the stage, right? Sarah, our team, will escort you up, so please make your way up. Yes, those are all of the startups, top 10 in the entire Malaysia for Islamic fintech. So we can have perhaps the VIP standing in front and then a lot on the left side. Yes, and you can follow the advice of the photographer, and the videographer. Yes. Come in front a little bit. Yes, Justin. Okay. Okay, the one on the back, perhaps come to the left. The guy in the red shirt also come to the left. Okay, is that better, Mr. Photographer? Okay. Maybe the one on the right squish in a little bit. Yeah. Smile, everyone. Yes, give your biggest smile. Yes, look enthusiastic, everyone. Come on, demo day. Okay, all right. Okay. So this is the formal photo. Lovely, lovely. Yes, keep that smile. Yes, then give him a big thumbs up. Yes. Perfect. Do you need any more freestyle mini love? No? You don't want a mini love? Okay, you don't want a mini love. It's okay. That's it. Any video from the videographer? All good? Okay, perfect. We've gotten the video as well. So now perhaps the VIPs and the startups could make their way down. We will take a second photograph with the audience, right? So the photographer will make his way to the top, right? So all the VIPs and startups perhaps could kindly make their way back to the seats. Thank you so much. Yes. And all of the audience, we want you in the photo, so please make your way down and populate the front seats. We're just gonna take one lovely photo for memory and for media. So, so if all the participants could come and sit behind this row. Yes, everyone, please make your way down. Yes, perfect. I see everyone moving down. Thank you, everyone. We love the spirit. Yes, listen to Mr. Photographer. We know it's after lunch, so everyone's a bit hard to get out of their seat. It happens, right? We would love to have you part of our beautiful photo, our memories, right? Perfect. Populate the second row as well, right? The second row is pretty empty. For those newcomers, photographer, maybe we could have the startups on the second row, right? Maybe everyone just go to the middle. Don't sit on the right or left. Yes, the startups come here. We'll do all the photo sessions first before we begin. Okay, all the VIPs stand up. Instructions from Mr. Photographer. Yes, please populate the middle row so then the photo looks good. All the startups are in. Guy in the red, maybe come in. Maybe you come in the middle a little bit. Yes. So the photo looks great, right? Whatever middle seat, squish in a little bit. Okay, is this okay, Mr. Photographer? Okay, maybe Firdaus, Audi, maybe come in the photo. Hold on, we'll wait for a few more founders. Yes, we got to make sure everybody's in. Thank you, everyone, for being such a sport. All right. Okay. Another one. Okay, thumbs up. Look happy. Energize. Come on. Yes. Now we're talking. Energy is building up. All right. Oh, look, Ellen leading with the mini love. Come on, everybody. Mini love. Yes. Now we're talking. Okay, good energy, guys. Thank you for your amazing cooperation. Right, thank you, Mr. Photographer, for that amazing whatever that you're doing. Perfect. Okay, so now let's settle in a bit. Let the startups take their seats because they have the pitching later. All right. You can also sit wherever you're sitting. Just make yourself comfortable. Then we will officially kick off the event. Let's get everybody settled down. But keep the energy, okay? Settle down, but keep the energy. All right. Perfect. Okay, to officially kick off our event, I'd like to invite Ben Lim, founder and CEO of Nexia, to give the opening speech. Let's give him a warm round of applause. Ben, the floor is yours.
Thanks everyone for making it here today. I know you guys are busy people. Right, let me start right away without delay. So how do we actually get more potential startup unicorns? Do we find them? Do we build them? And if we build them or find them, how do we do that, right? So that's what I've been doing for the past 8 years. And let me share a little bit into that, the insights of that particular process. And actually, it's also built into the program, right? So it's part of what we have been up to at this SC FIKRA ACE Accelerator. So one of the things that has been going on are mentoring sessions by industry experts in the Islamic capital markets, startups that have experienced a lot of things, and the founder has come back to mentor the next generation of founders, people like Andrew on the top right. He looks young, but he's making 25 million a year, and he's very experienced in his industry. And part of what we do as well is we measure startup metrics, and we find areas of improvement, right? So things like, if you lack a little bit on the solution or traction side, we can work on that through the mentoring, because the mentors will automatically find the gaps, right? Because they know the journey. So when they talk to you, that's what they're actually doing. So in the gaps, there are a lot of validation stages. In the idea stage, early stage, growth stage, all the way to post-maturity, right? And at every stage, there's different kinds of validation. So validating your problem and solution, market fit, product market fit, growth validation, channel market fit, all those kinds of things. So as we go through those stages, as you as startups go through those stages, we look at the gaps there, and then we try and help where we can. So it's a long process. It's not just within the few months that you've been with us, right? And there's actually a lot more to go in your journey. So that's where we really want to help. We will continue to help as well, because we're not just about during the program, we're also a lot about post-program, right? And we have programs that you can continue with as well. So other than that, you as a founder or even co-founders, there are stages to that as well, right? So you start off as a founder, you're between operations, you're between being a founder itself, thinking of the idea and how to develop it further, thinking of strategies on how to get the company started. And eventually, you need to be more of a CEO over time, right? And being a CEO is a different hat, right? And once you mature, then what do, right? You can't be too involved in the business. Then that's when normally people head on to be more of a chairperson of the company. We've seen that a lot in very mature companies. So there are many stages to being a founder as well. So in this journey, it's not easy. It's a long journey, right? And what I can say is what we've observed over the years, it's a very long process. We have a lot of our investors who are angel investors that have reached the chairperson stage, that have exited, right? They have expanded regionally and so on. So that's how we can help partly. So there are more mentors in the ecosystem that we can help with, and they are also in the upcoming programs for you guys, because there are more stages to come, right? Sorry, let me go back one. Okay, so the startups on stage today will continue this particular journey. You were selected actually from a pool of 700 to 800 applicants. 50 plus were shortlisted. 25 have participated, which are here today. And we are in the process today to pick 3 finalists, right? But that doesn't mean you will not continue with some post-program, activities. You will. The 3 finalists are more for the stage tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, so we will continue to provide more support to help build more startup centaurs. So what are centaurs actually? I know I mentioned unicorn at the start, but centaurs are actually the real unicorns where they actually have 100 million plus in revenues. At Nexia, we've actually built one, helped to grow one, right? And we want to do more. We see a few more upcoming in our pipeline. And this is not a term that I made up. It's by Bessemer Venture Partners, one of the strong VC firms globally. And they say that centaurs are actually 7 times more rare than unicorns. And they are the actual unicorns because they have actually 100 million plus revenues. So that's an important thing to note. So as we continue to support more startups to create more Islamic fintech champions, this is that particular journey where you are going from the 3.9% to the 0.38% here today. And further, with the support programs, that's the journey towards the 0.1%, right, that are going to become the unicorns, the centaurs, and so on. So what is next for you guys? So all of you will be invited to the Entrepreneurs Summit, Malaysia's largest Entrepreneurs Summit. Dinesh will be there, Datin Vivi Yusof will be there, Andrew Yap from Book Access or Big Bad Wolf will be there, and he has promised me a very exciting speech as well. Vix from Zalora will be there. Dr. Inky, if you know him on social media, he started a startup of his own as well, and he's exited 3 startups of his own as well. He will be there. So quite a few big names will be there. Other than that, you will also be introduced to VC firms. It's part of the program. You will be invited to join a boardroom peer advisory or peer mentoring session to learn and grow together further. This is where a lot of learnings are accelerated. The effect is basically just 2 things. You'll make a lot less mistakes that will cost you time and money in your startup journey. And that is what keeps the startup momentum very well. And also, if you get the right inspiration, you'll make better decisions, you grow faster, you'll accelerate your business as well, right? Other than that, you will also be notified of the exclusive entrepreneurs camp. It's optional, this thing, so if you want to join, you can, you don't have to, but we will extend you an invite because you are part of the program. And yeah, so that's what's coming up. Good luck to all participants and wish you a great startup journey. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ben, for that inspiring opening speech and also for sharing what is in store for the top 10 founders here. Right, so now let's go on to welcome Dr. Hilal Hussain from the Islamic Development Bank to share his valuable insights. Please give him a warm round of applause.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here today for the demo day for the cohort 2024 for FIKRA AC Accelerator. We know that this program plays a crucial role in driving fintech innovation within the Islamic capital market, ICM. At the Islamic Development Bank Institute, ISDBI, we see ourselves as a think tank for Islamic fintech solutions. So we do a lot of fintech solutions, conceptual level, patents, and we do this mainly to solve socioeconomic problems facing our member countries. I'm talking about 57 countries. However, our strength truly lies in collaboration. When I say collaboration, more specifically, I'm pointing to the fact that we need to partner with innovators like yourselves. We believe that real impact can only be achieved when we combine our expertise in Islamic finance and economic development with your fresh ideas and cutting-edge solutions. Innovation is not only about technology. It's about solving real-world problems, such as financial inclusion, accessibility, sustainable growth. One of the greatest strengths of collaboration is the ability to transform ideas into practical, impactful solutions that drive meaningful changes within the Islamic capital market. As you embark on this journey, remember that your work had the potential to shape the future of Islamic finance by developing new products, improving market accessibility, and driving digital adoption. You are contributing to a more inclusive and efficient Islamic capital market. We are excited to see the innovative ideas you will bring and believe that you create what you created actually will have a lasting impact on the future of Islamic finance. Thank you again, and I wish you all the best, inshallah, in this journey, and looking forward to see your innovative ideas. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hilal. That was actually a very, very inspiring and hopeful speech. Now, please join me to welcome our 5 panel of judges and experts. They will raise their hand when I call up their names so then everyone can get acquainted, including the startups. So first, we have Encik Rizam Zaidi, Deputy General Manager in Islamic Capital Market. All right, that's Encik Rizam over there. Next, we have the esteemed Dr. Hilal Hussain, Associate Manager, Knowledge Solutions Team at the Islamic Development Bank Institute. Thirdly, we have Ms. Ernie Ibrahim, Assistant General Manager of Core Digital Markets Department of the Securities Commission Malaysia. Fourthly, we have Mr. Justin Lim, the Investment Principal and Managing Partner at Nexia. Last but not least, we have Mr. Alan Lim, Council Member of the Malaysian Business Angel Network. Yes, Mr. Alan Lim over there. So right, without further ado, let us go to the top 10 finalist pitches. We have 10 fantastic FIKRA ACE finalists who will present their startups. Just a reminder to all startups, you have 5 minutes to present, and there will be 5 minutes Q&A session with the judges. All right, let's dive into the finalist pitches and learn more about their innovations. First up, we have Go Barakah. They are a revolutionary Sharia-compliant e-voucher platform for social assistance for the distributions of donations, CSR, zakat funds, ensuring 100% of the donations reach verified beneficiaries. Let us welcome the founder team representative, Mrs. Audrey Zane, on the stage.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good afternoon, esteemed judges. I start, eh? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Audrey. I'm the co-founder and CTO for Go Barakah. We are an integrated fintech platform for social assistance. Recently, we were the winner of FIKRA Tech in London for digital inclusion category. Go Barakah, basically what we do is we convert all sorts of donations into e-vouchers for transparent, secure, and traceable donations, and we give it to beneficiaries to be redeemed as goods, services, or funds. Every year we spend billions of ringgit of charitable funds and social assistance, which are channeled to vulnerable families and individuals in Malaysia. Okay, charitable giving is an important aspect of social finance, especially Islamic finance, for the promotion of social inclusivity and also for alleviating poverty. So we believe in properly handling and managing social assistance funds, and we believe that our team have identified the major gaps in social assistance, which is there is a lack of centralized tool, lack of centralized database and all organizations are working in silo, whereas we're all helping the same group of beneficiaries. So as you can see, there is a lot of wastage and mismatch and wasted generosity, which leads to low donor trust. We feel that it really takes a village to solve the problem of social assistance. That's why Go Barakah connects all the stakeholders through technology. Okay? And we also embody the principles of Maqasid al-Sharia, which is to promote social equity, to promote inclusion, and also the SDG goals of reducing poverty, zero hunger, and good health and well-being. So in this chart here, Go Barakah would be mostly the last mile delivery in assistance for all those stakeholders. Okay, so when we are talking about social assistance, we are talking about CSR funds, zakat funds, NGOs, charities, and public donations. Yeah. So these are the main features that we built on the platform based on our findings. Okay, what we've done is a standardized instrument for social assistance, for end-to-end traceability and secure delivery of assistance, and also for fundraising. So it reduces the risk of commingling of funds, reduce risk of AMLA, and is very efficient and impactful. It's instant. Okay, Go Barakah e-vouchers is set to transform the space of social assistance. So if you're thinking of Bitcoins, how it revolutionized digital currency and also airway bills for logistics. So we want to be the centralized tool handling social assistance. And also we built an infrastructure and ecosystem that supports the use of the e-vouchers. And also the e-vouchers enable multi-format assistance. That means programs are able to do grocery or fund assistance, cash assistance, and the redemption methods are different. We've also built a beneficiary database where every beneficiary has an individual account with Go Barakah, individual e-voucher account, and they are nominated by trusted organizations, and their sensitive data is tokenized, and we are developing also AI capabilities for beneficiary matching from programs to the right beneficiaries. And we are also a holistic tech, a modular system to serve all organizations doing all activities and social assistance from fund distribution, fundraising, to social protection. So how it works is very simple. Go Barakah locks the donations as e-vouchers until they're redeemed. And program owners are the ones who set the parameters of the assistance, whether it's a food assistance or it's cash assistance. Okay, so you can see here beneficiary testimony of a very happy beneficiary that got instant donation from a corporate fund that we did. So donors buy the e-vouchers, program e-vouchers, and they are sent directly to beneficiaries that are nominated. So these are the traction highlights. We've done back-to-school assistance with GX Bank, Yayasan Wakaf, with Zakat verified beneficiaries for cash assistance, and recently we've been appointed as a Grab Scholar implementation partner for their cash bursaries. So you can see the impact here, about 1,500 beneficiaries impacted, and the success rate and in terms of redemption. So we've got other partnerships and POCs going on involving multiple stakeholders from vendors to organizations to corporates. Okay, so our business model is program e-vouchers, admin charged to, and also admin fees on top of donations, redemption fees charged to vendors, and breakage fees for certain types of e-vouchers at a cap of 5%. We project to do 25 million worth of e-vouchers funds by end of next year. And in comparison to other solutions that we call traditional methods of giving, we feel that these are more suited for retail, such as cards, e-wallets, vendor vouchers, and donations in kind. So that's why we built a special tool just for social assistance. Our team has over 30 years of experience, ranging from banking, takaful, zakat, wakaf, audit industry, halal industries, investment funds, and we've interviewed over 60 organizations, getting multiple feedback on how to build the platform better. And we plan to be a leading global assistance platform for traceable, local, and cross-border aid. We're the only one approved by Stripe because we are traceable. And we aim to grow in Malaysia and other key regions. Thank you very much.
All right, now we'll open up the floor to our expert judges for a 5-minute Q&A. Any of the judges want to take up the first? Oh, I think Alan has one.
Hi, Audrey.
Hi, Alan.
Thanks for the most inspirational presentation. I'd just like to check with regards to your traction.
Right.
Yeah. Did you say that up to date you have 300,000?
That one was for July. It's basically between April to July.
Okay. So,
Yeah, 300,000.
Okay. So,
300,000 or 600? Okay.
so up to date, what is your traction like? Or the last 12 months, maybe?
I think up to date we've reached 400,000 from smaller programs. Yeah. Actually, our projection is 600,000 by the end of the year for this year. Yeah. So most of our clients are corporate clients. We've yet to enable public donations, but we're teaming up with a major public donation platform where they use our platform to distribute. They collect about 80 million a year of public donations. So we told them that we want to concentrate on corporate donors, where they will be our public donation partner. They raise the money, they distribute through our e-vouchers for social assistance programs. Yeah.
So this is my question, right?
Yeah.
You said that next year you're looking to do 20 million, is that correct?
Next year we are targeting 25 million by end of the year. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So from where you are right now, I would like to know what are your plans in order to achieve that particular traction that you're looking for.
Sure. For example, the 4 programs that I flashed just now, Grab, GX Bank, Yayasan Wakaf Malaysia, and E-Daman, for all those 4 organizations, we've got their year-long contract for next year. So this year is a pilot program that they've done, very small budgets, about 60,000 ringgit involving 300 beneficiaries. So for next year is their whole social assistance program. So they want to try activate non-cash assistance, especially food and grocery assistance. So if you can imagine, it's like 20x of their budget right now. So that's how we're going to make the jump. And also we are in talks with almost all banks in Malaysia for social assistance through our e-vouchering platform. So the jump is more because we're doing smaller programs, and for next year they're giving us all for their back to school, grocery, cash assistance. Yeah.
Hi. I'm just wondering, do you face any issue with, devices? Yeah. How do you channel your?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sherizam. Basically, we are built beneficiaries first. That's why we chose the tech that we use, so that beneficiaries do not have to download any app. It's a web app, and it's very light on their phones. So far, we've done assistance for Asnaf, verified poor, and we've had no issues of redemption. In fact, unless they are illiterate or they've got problem with their eyes, where their children will help them. But surprisingly, there's no issues. It's very intuitive how to redeem it. They get it on their WhatsApp, they get it on their email, they click a button, put in their phone number, and they get an OTP, and they will see all the e-voucher assistance that's given to them from multiple organizations. So they choose, and they choose when to use it, when it suits them, especially back to school. We were able to solve a lot of problems in back to school assistance, whereby we activate a year-long program, and they can choose the sizes. All this while, the vendors always give weird sizes to the schools, and they're expected to distribute it. There's a lot of wastage. Schools are not going to call back vendors or program owners to tell, oh, these sizes don't fit. So based on our e-vouchering, we were able to actually reduce a lot of wastage in terms of size. And we saw that there is no issue. For students, sometimes the teachers will help ask us how to redeem. But in terms of smartphone use, there's 99% smartphone use in Malaysia, according to GX Bank. And in terms of intuitive easiness to use, we've had no problem. Our communications are in Malay and in English, and they are able to see all the instructions on the vouchers itself. On the vouchers, there's a program name, show locations where to use it, check your data, whether it's correct. They are able to reach us anytime. They know what information we hold on them. So to answer your question, Cik Rizam, it's not a problem in terms of beneficiaries. Yeah.
Can give me a bit more colors in terms of your revenue model?
Revenue model is basically we treat all e-voucher sales as revenue, and we charge based on program for the admin fees for programs involving 500 ringgit above. So for example, if we are talking about Yayasan Malaysia, they distributed, I think, 60,000 ringgit of 125 ringgit vouchers. So on top of the donated value, we put on the administrative fee. So we don't take the donation, we take administrative fee on top of the program value. Okay, and also vendors pay us redemption fee. So if I have a grocery voucher, I go to Maidin, it's a 100 ringgit voucher. Maidin will be paid 99 ringgit from our platform, and 1% is our income. It's called a redemption fee voucher. So the business model for this platform is we don't want to take donation money. We want other people to support the platform, vendors, funders, program owners. But once it's voucherized, it reaches to the beneficiaries the whole amount. Yeah. In terms of the denominations, is also set by the program owners.
The time, the 5-minute times is actually up, but let's say, do we give Ms. Ernie, maybe, I don't know, project manager, are we allowed to give for one more question, or, okay, maybe, yeah, can Ms. Ernie, last question.
Thanks, MC.
Yeah.
Just wondering, so I saw AI is in your next stage of development.
Yeah.
So how will this AI actually help you scale the solution?
Okay. Basically, AI is, the first stage is to enable beneficiary matching. So basically, if Cik Ernie, you go on the platform and you want to do social assistance for SC for 300 people. So you just type in, I want to give 200 ringgit to single moms with 3 children who's only had 200 ringgit assisted before. So it will pull up all the beneficiary profile, but we mask their sensitive data, but you get all the profiles as race. So from there, you are able to assign the e-vouchers, you can plan it better. So the AI search is, we already have a search function using tagging, but AI is to make it more easy for organizations to use. It's also to make us new revenue stream, which is subscription for beneficiary matching. So the second phase would be for impact studies. So AI will study all the success of assignment against redemption, and also population data from beneficiaries surrounding vendors. So it's actually more to give raw data, granular data to organizations and also to public donors who are interested to use our platform in a more advanced way if they are regular donors. Maybe today, we've had donors giving just by tags. I want to give to OKU, persons with disability. So the platform will, but they must all the important information. Yeah. So that's the AI for. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ms. Audrey,
you,
for
Katrina.
that amazing pitch and also such detailed answers. Thank you, Ms. Ernie, Ritzam, and also Alan for the great questions. Sorry I couldn't take more. All right, so up next for another 5-minute pitch and 5 minutes Q&A, we would have Mr. Malvin from Koha Digital. They are a pioneering platform dedicated to protecting and preserving family financial futures and harmony through comprehensive estate planning encompassing both Islamic and conventional wills. Let's hear what they have to offer. Melvin, the stage is yours.
Good afternoon, judges, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Melvin, and I'm here to present to you Koha Digital, where we are redefining estate planning by integrating innovative technologies with human expertise to empower both conventional and Islamic approaches. Through our survey with over 800 respondents, it was revealed that 85% do not have any form of wills. But out of that 85%, over 70% have expressed an interest to create one. So why don't they? Well, in the current system today, the pricing to do a will is very opaque. It can cost between 800 to 25,000 to create a will. Also, the process to create a will can be very complex, taking many months to complete. And lastly, this is down to human behavior. It is the lack of urgency, where people tend to think that it's not going to happen to them today, or that visiting a lawyer is just simply too scary or daunting. During our launch of Koha Islamic Digital in August this year, the Minister of Religious Affairs highlighted a very serious issue. Poor property management amongst Muslims has led to over 90 billion in frozen assets. Now, 85% of the population do not have any form of estate planning. When a person dies interstate, the letter of administration process can sometimes take 3 to 5 years, leading to heavy financial burdens and delays to the families and loved ones. Clearly, the current system in the market is not serving the majority. So this is where Koha Digital comes in. We are a seamless, affordable digital solution with human expertise to provide estate planning to everyone from all backgrounds. Our platform is user-friendly. It allows a user to go through to navigate through the process seamlessly. In our platform, you can input any type of assets, be it your home, your savings bank account, or the latest cryptocurrency account that you have just opened last week. And further to that, you can generate legal binding documents easily and efficiently, and you can update them as life changes and share securely with important people such as your family members or your executors. We are also working with partners such as wealth advisors, insurance providers, and legal professionals to extend our reach and enhance our services. Our legacy planners using our platform can basically build trust client relationships, able to provide on-demand document generation, provide financial needs analysis and other services, with the aim of providing a holistic financial well-being services. We are also heavily emphasized on education. We are currently collaborating with esteemed institutions such as ISRA and the Malaysian Takaful Associations to raise awareness and also to increase financial literacy and make financial education accessible to everyone. By doing so, we are also helping to create new career opportunities in this field. Our business model is sustainable and scalable. Our revenue model is multi-streams. We generate money through per document generation, subscription plans, and also fee sharing agreements with our partners. Since the launch of Koha Digital this year, we have already onboarded over 300 legacy planners and have signed multiple MOUs with various key industry partners in different sectors. But we are just starting. Our aim is to increase it to 1,500 legacy planners by next year. Our team, Koha Digital, is comprised of individuals from various backgrounds in the wealth, in the legal, and as well as in the technology side. Myself, I am a seasoned entrepreneur of several software companies. My co-founder, Peter, is an expertise in wealth advisory, having handled multiple high net worth individuals for many years. And we're also very proud to have Datuk Wira Hafarizam, a very successful lawyer from a successful legal firm, as our chairman. And we also have Inchi Amin, also a legal professional, and Madam Cheng, who is a certified financial planner and MDRT achievers. We are also backed by esteemed board advisors, former chief judge, former court of appeal judges, as well as Sharia advisors. We are already making a significant impact. Users using our platforms have shared with us how easy it is to do estate planning for their clients. We are addressing a very huge market needs here. We believe our solution is both innovative and impactful. So I invite you to join us on this journey to transform estate planning in Southeast Asia and beyond, and live and give a good life. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Melvin. So perhaps we could open up the floor for questions from the judges.
Hi, how many wheels have you guys done already?
To date, we have done over 1,000.
So when you write a will on your digital planning, does it go through a law firm in the back end, or?
Okay, so thanks for that, Justin. So basically, the platform was designed with a collaboration with 3 legal partners, legal firms, multiple lawyers. So when we went through that, we have gone through all the different scenarios to create a system that can be flexible to basically generate the will on demand. I think probably I can share with you in terms of the journey of how a legacy planner go through with a client to create a will. So basically, after engaging the client, there'll be some compliance document that needs to have some e-signatures on. After that, the legacy planner will work with the client to basically collate all the information, input into our system, and then within 30 minutes, we can generate the will to be printed out and signed with 2 witnesses. How is this compared to current market practice? Basically, if you are somebody who is tied up with one of the traditional or one of the practitioner in the market today, basically in 1 year, if you can achieve 5 wills for client, it's already considered a very good achievement. But on our platform, we have seen users using our platform able to achieve more than 5 wills in a month. So the efficiency itself goes to show how powerful this platform can be.
Assalamu alaikum. Just one question regarding the validation, the authenticity of the participant. You know, now with the deepfake AI, if I do this, how can you validate that it's me who's doing this, submitting this request? Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, we don't have an automated eKYC in place right now. Right now, what we do is a manual KYC. So there's a verification of your identity card, which can also be done by our legacy planner to do that. But if we do scale this, our plan is to introduce some form of eKYC into this.
Quickly, can I understand from the inclusivity point of view, what is actually the target user for this?
Well, basically to address that 85% do not have any form of estate planning, which can lead to all these frozen assets. Secondly, I think it's also to make the whole process efficient in the market, so that we want to basically increase in terms of, first of all, the awareness. Second thing is that through financial education, we can also build professionalism. Currently, the users in our platform are predominantly the insurance agents. But what we want to do is to create a pathway for them. A pathway in the sense that it can lead to more higher professionalism, especially in terms of financial planning. So that is why we are working with some esteemed institutions like ISRA and INSIF to basically build these micro-credential courses and somehow rather to be able to infuse this into our platform. So actually, when you're a legacy planner, you come to our platform, we have a knowledge base, but we also have e-learning materials in the platform itself. Thank you.
From the 1,000 wills that you mentioned, how many percentage in terms of conventional and shadow
right now, I would say 95% are conventional because we only launched our Core Islamic in August this year, which was 1 month plus ago. But we are already making tractions because we are already talking to Malaysia Takaful associations. And what we are doing to them is basically two objectives. One is to raise the awareness to the population in general, but also to introduce us to the multiple Takaful operators so that what we have been successful in the conventional insurance companies, we can replicate the same over to the Takaful operators as well.
Do you see any link with Waqf?
Sorry?
Waqf.
Wealth?
Awqaf.
Waqaf?
Waqaf, yeah.
Waqaf, yes. So in our platform right now, what we have is wasiat, hiba, and this matrimonial agreement between the husband and wife. Waqaf is also part of the thing that we also want to introduce because we also see that certain assets you can also pledge to Waqaf. In fact, on our conventional platform, we also have a pledge module that allows a testator to pledge to a charity of their choices. So we're currently working with a number of NGOs right now, but we're trying to increase that as well. In terms of the Islamic side, Waqaf is definitely one of the things that we're looking at, as well as zakat also for purification when you pass away.
All right, the time is up. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Melvin, for
Thank you.
the great explanations and the pitch. Next up, for our third startup pitch, let us have Mr. Chris Wong from FinDoc, an online loan eligibility screening and advisory platform to improve efficiencies in the loan application process and offers personalized advice to enhance credit health and address financing needs. Let's give him a warm welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Chris Yong, the CEO of FinDoc. We built an online Islamic loan eligibility screening and advisory platform to improve efficiency in the loan application process. Our goal is to empower underserved community to access financial and also to make financial inclusion for more people. Every day, thousands of people struggle to access their Sharia compliant financing due to uncertainty around loan eligibility. Especially all the bank aggregators out there today can only tell you about the bank product features, but unable to tell you what is the loan eligible that you are eligible for. And the market gap widens when there is limited information and guidance on choosing the right Islamic financial product for individual and SME in Malaysia. So the regulatory in Malaysia also currently there's unregulated financing advisory service leading to low public trust and also limited access to reliable Islamic financial advice. So now the solution is a web platform where users can check their financing eligibility and discover financial solution. We provide a fast and on-demand financing eligibility screening. At the same time, we improve the financial health of customer through an proprietary AI credit advice. At the same time, we will channel all these filtered and pre-qualified customer to the bank for them to getting quality customer. So what makes us different from all the bank aggregator outside is first of all, we will do a eKYC for customer onboarding. After that, we provide a personalized customer credit insight so that the customer can know their credit score, can know their financial health. At the same time, we advise them how to improve their credit score and also discover what is the possibility to reduce their commitment to debt consolidation. On our platform, you can see what is the maximum loan eligibility that you can get from each of the bank in Malaysia, and also what is the lowest profit rate you can get. And if you are happy with the offer, you can proceed with the application. So our market size is huge. According to Bank Negara Malaysia, currently in Malaysia, we have 16 million of credit active consumer. And our target is to expand to Southeast Asia, but we are start strong in Malaysia. So our initial strategy focus is focused on online credit screening only to expand our user customer database. So our traction is very encouraging. We officially launched our product on 31st of March 2024. And we currently have partnership with a few of the market leaders, inclusive CTOS and a major financial institution in Malaysia. In May 2024, we also received an email invitation from one of the local banks for direct API integrations. And we have validated and found that our product is not price sensitive. We started our product with 20 ringgit per report. Subsequently, we increased to 29 ringgit 70 cents. And after that, we increased to 50 ringgit. We found that when customers are required to do a financial screening, they don't really mind about the price. And currently, we have accumulated up to 3,500 active users, and we are still growing. And our subscription for agent portal is 3,970 ringgit per year. And currently, our MVP subscription portal have more than 30 agent subscription. And also, we have received 2 companies for white label licensing. So our annual recurring revenue currently is 209,000. And most important is people love FinDoc. We are one of the fintech platforms that received the most 5-star review. And we are very proud of that because nowadays, it's not easy for a platform to receive 5-star review. And while we're solving the real problem in the market, at the same time, we're also earning multiple sources of revenue. First of all, customer pay per use to make an informed decision by getting a financial report. At the same time, the agent will pay subscription fee to help their customer to check for their financial eligibility. At the same time, for company, they will white label licensing our product and also embed financing into their website so that to make their customer user journey will be more seamless. So after the customer perform financial eligibility screening, all the customer user database will go into our platform, and then we will refer all this customer data to the bank, then the bank will pay us commission. Then we'll refer to our partner, the partner will pay us commission as well. For those customers who require financial improvement, then we'll provide education and financial advisory service. So our metric is, since our official launch in March 2024, we have accumulated total revenue of 900,000. Our total verified user is 3,500 users. Our gross profit margin is 60%. Net profit margin, currently we are already profitable with net profit margin of 42%. So our revenue per user per year is 257 ringgit per year. And our annual recurring revenue currently is 209,000. So we expected our user to go at 3 digits per year, and we expected to reach 50,000 verified user by end of next year. And by 2028, we will reach 1 million verified customer database. So our team comes from diverse expertise. Myself, I was the senior manager in mBank Islamic, and my co-founder, Frankie Go, has 17 years experience in property industry. He is also the founder of BidNow, which is one of the largest online auction platform in Malaysia. And my COO is actually was the head of cybersecurity in Time.com. My CFO is the chartered accountant. And my CTO, he was the lead software engineer in Silver Lake, who built the core banking system for major bank in South Asia. To truly skill FinDoc and also make financial inclusion for more people, we are seeking for guidance from 3 key areas. The first is to seek for regulatory support to streamline our offering to offer more Islamic products. At the same time, we wish to collaborate with more Islamic capital market players to expand our offering, to offer more Islamic product, and also to offer more Islamic financing option. At the same time, we are seeking for 1 million in financing for commercialization activity and operational expenditure to make financial inclusion for more people. So with your support, we believe we can make Islamic finance future brighter and also make financial inclusion become a reality. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris. And just to inform everyone, we will also be monitoring the time just to ensure that it's also 5-minute pitch and 5-minute question and answer. I will now pass the mic to basically the expert judges to ask some questions for Chris. Any questions from the judges? Okay, we have one from Encik Ridzam.
In terms of building the ecosystem, where do you see is the critical factor in order for you to do your key core work of your system?
Thank you. In fact, these are very good questions. I think the key challenges we are facing is to build the public trust. Because for financial advisory industry or credit industry, even a banker, right? A banker do not need to get any license to become a loan advisor. So currently we lack of actually public trust. And it makes it difficult for people to look for quality Islamic financial advice, financing advice. So we hope actually when we participate in this FIKRA program, we hope to actually to seek some guidance from regulator so that we can make a quicker impact to the market.
Any other same business model as yours in the market right now?
Exactly the same, we don't see any, because like I mentioned just now, currently the bank aggregator in the market, right, like what you see like Linky Plus, Compare Hero, right, they can only tell you what is the product features. They won't tell you how much you can eligible for, how to improve your credit health, how to reduce your commitment. That's why we name our product as Financial Doctor, FinDoc. We are a doctor, it's not a pharmacy. Pharmacy, when you go to a pharmacy, you need to know what is your sickness to buy the right medicine. But when you go to a clinic, you see a doctor will tell you what is your problem, how to improve your credit health, how to reduce your commitment, which bank is good for you, which bank can give you the lowest interest rate. This is how we're different from all the bank aggregators outside.
Thank you.
Any other question from the judges? I think you blew them away. Even the judges are thinking of the questions. Okay, I think we have one from Justin.
In terms of of data, how does the data between the bank and you work? So a customer goes to you, they give you the information. Does the bank receive the information?
Basically, for those bank already API with us, so the information will flow directly to the bank. So for those customer, for bank, the partnership is more on affiliate marketing purpose. So we will send all the information to the bank via email, the encrypted email to them. So this is how the collaboration with the bank.
Does information flow the other way from the bank to you?
From the bank to us normally is via email as well, encrypted email.
Chris, since you launched in March to now, so about 6 months,
yeah,
and you say you have about 3,500
verified customer,
and you also have partners,
yes,
that have signed up with your package. I take it as that there is a very good product market fit to your services, right?
Yes.
Or maybe it's something that the market is looking for all this while. But what I want to know is that why do you think that's the case? And because this will allow you to grow further, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us the psyche behind the reason why so many sign up.
Actually, currently, the problem statement that I mentioned, currently a lot of people in the market, especially for people who are only looking for Islamic financing, they are struggle when they want to apply for a loan. For example, they need a fund for their business use, and they have personal property, they have company property. At the same time, they have a partner. They don't know which option actually is best for them, so they don't know who to look for the answer. Also, they should go to a bank or they should go to a P2P. That's why our solution, right? We do a screening. We can tell the customer based on your profile, based on what is the available resources you have, what is the best option you should go for. And a lot of customer, right? Nowadays, like for example, in Klang Valley itself, there are more than 1,000 financial advisory firms, which is unregulated, and some of them are making actually 40 million per month, and they are not using any tech. They are only manual advice using Excel spreadsheet only. So we would like to streamline the whole process to make it actually more accessible to more people, especially for those underserved community. That's why when I believe this solution is very innovative, because currently when I look at the market, there's no any other competitor are offering the similar kind of service. That's why for example, when you want to look for a loan, you walk into the bank, Sometimes maybe the bank might not be familiar with the other products. Sometimes the bank officer who's sitting on the front desk might not be familiar with the policy of another bank. So when you look for the person, you spend your time, take your whole stack of documents, go to visit the bank. At the same time, you take the queue number to wait for so long. At the end, you cannot find your answer because the officer who's serving you might not know the answer. So we intend to integrate all these resources so that customers will come to one platform, they can get the right answer they are looking for. Thank you. I hope I answer your questions.
So basically, you're saying there's a lot of financially sick people out there, right?
Yeah, true.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris. You may now return to your seat.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Next, let's invite the fourth startup of the day, Muhammad Farhan from Products to You. They are a company that connects reseller agents to seller products and help the users make more money by selling digitally. Please welcome Farhan. The stage is yours.
Hi everyone, my name is Farhan and I'm the startup founder of Products to You, a platform that's not just revolutionizing e-commerce in Malaysia, but also redefining the very essence of entrepreneurship. Today, I'm here to share with you how we are democratizing the world of reselling and creating new opportunities for everyone to thrive in the digital economy. Imagine this, right? You want to make some money, you want to start a side hustle, maybe a business, but you don't have the products. You don't have the capital, neither do you have the inventories, let alone the logistical know-how. And for many aspiring entrepreneurs out there, this can be a real challenge, especially for those in dire need to make some money. And for sellers, to reach a broader market without significant marketing and distribution costs is always a constant challenge, and the results? Stagnation on both sides. So that's why we saw this gap today. I decided to bridge it with a solution that empowers both sellers and resellers. So Products to You is a dynamic platform that connects resellers directly with seller brands, enabling anyone to become a reseller without upfront costs and no inventory worries. We provide resellers with training and active guidance, competitive wholesale commission of up to 45%, and even inventory, logistics, and fulfillment handling. While sellers, on the other hand, they now gain access to a vast network of motivated resellers ready to sell products for them, thereby creating this reach and connectivity to the previously inaccessible markets, places such as the rural areas, the B40 community. So what this does is it not only creates income opportunities for the B40 in line and based on the Wakala and profit sharing principles, but it also increases access to products and services to this previously underserved market, as well as provide agent empowerment with our full training and support. All these are practically in line with the principles of Makashid Sharia, promoting social welfare by enabling entrepreneurship for everyone. And unlike traditional platforms out there, Products to You is more than just a marketplace and a dropshipping platform. We partner very closely with seller brands to offer exclusive deals, and this is how we ensure that our resellers always get the best prices and commission, even up to 35% and sometimes 45% commission. Our platform is built on trust and collaboration, where our reseller agents are not just faceless intermediaries, but valued partners in the sales process. And that is why, ladies and gentlemen, we provide comprehensive training and support to transform them into becoming skilled digital entrepreneurs. From our weekly training sessions on Zoom to various support groups on Telegram and also WhatsApp to make sure they get all the sales and marketing support they need in order for them to succeed. And one particularly popular feature that they like to use is this customizable and shareable link, where when they share this link to their customers, they will enable an automatic commission payout whenever a purchase is made. So today, we feature a total of 45 seller brands who, by the way, are locally sourced, and we make sure they are produced ethically, which is across varying different categories. We have beauty, cosmetics, tudung, fashion, telekong, etc. And we are adding more to the mix every day. And on top of that, we also have digital services like utilities and also prepaid top-up as well as car insurance, whereby our reseller agents can now promote to their local communities and get a percentage commission, which is especially useful for the rural areas because they are still dealing a lot in offline payments, right? So our business model is pretty straightforward. We take a percentage commission from every transaction from our product partners and share the bulk of it with our resellers. So we make sure that we are always in line with our reseller agent success. And the market is huge. We saw at about 130 million, and we are targeting and already capturing some of the market by focusing on SMEs, also the individual resellers. And this is reflected in our traction. We've been able to grow for the past 3 years by an average of 30 to 35% month on month, reaching a sales high of 4.2 million in December of last year. And we are proud to share that we have paid a total commission of about 2.5 million to the pockets of our reseller agents. Our users are 4,000 strong, located across Malaysia, made up of SMEs and also individual resellers alike. And just to share some examples of our users, we have university students, mini-mart operator in Kelantan, Felda communities, there are plenty. Also Sabah and Sarawak people, all earning income through Products U. And one particular collaboration which we have done recently, whereby we have empowered ASNAF students in UUM to start their entrepreneurial journey with P2U, with just a seed capital of 300 ringgit, transforming that into 3,000 ringgit worth of sales, also 1,500 ringgit in bottom line income. So we hope to replicate this to other communities as well as universities. And one particularly success story I'd like to highlight is one of Danish, who is 19 years old in Perlis, who knew about this app from TikTok and is now able to fulfill his long-standing wish to buy gold for his mother as a result of income generated through P2U. So the team behind this mission is a dedicated one to ensure that we have a scalable technology as well as a deep understanding of the reseller and SME market in Malaysia. And for that, we are asking for 5 million ringgit in investments to scale our operations further, mainly to use for software development and marketing. But today, ladies and gentlemen, I invite every one of you here to join me in this journey. Whether you're an investor, you're a corporate, a seller brand, or even an entrepreneur, we have a place for you here in Products U. Together, let's redefine the future of commerce and empower the next generation of digital entrepreneurs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Farhan, for that impressive pitch. Now let's open the floor for the judges to ask their questions. We have one from Ancharitza. Oh no, Miss Ernie. Okay.
Hi. Just a question to understand what will be your share. How do you want to scale further beyond this proposal? What is your plan to scale further? Maybe you can touch upon the software development.
Yes, sure, Ms. Ernie. Thank you so much for that question. So far, from the traction that we see is on the back of very minimal marketing expenses. We've only spent 5,000 a month and just leveraging on TikTok alone. We barely have agents on the ground to really market this out, but we're already seeing so much traction, right? So we see a lot of potential for us to even capture in Malaysia market, and we really hope to scale regionally across markets like Thailand, Philippines and Vietnam with a population total of 270 million, especially sharing the similar characteristics of Malaysia economy, which is mainly SME driven. So we see a lot of similar potential and also scalable to that region. And for software development, we are now, we receive a lot of customer feedback. So we understand the customer journey, which sometimes, they start at the onboarding process. There's a lot of KYC to prevent fraud from happening. And the process of selling, we want to minimize, from a 5-step selling process to only 1 step, 1 click away for them to be able to promote and close the sales of the customers. So I think that's why we are raising this kind of money and hoping to scale to other markets as well. Thank you.
What is the most popular product?
Very interesting question. The most popular product we have at the moment is perfume. So this perfume is selling at 39 ringgit, but the profit per bottle, they can get up to 15 ringgit. So why it's selling so much is basically a copy of the expensive perfume that's selling at about 1,000, to 1,500 ringgit. But they're saying, okay, you buy this, you don't have to worry about the expensive money, but you can smell exactly the same. So, the tagline is, bau kayangan tapi harga marahan. So that's what they're able to sell.
I'm just wondering, how do you attract the reseller to come on board?
So right now, as I said, it's mostly on TikTok. So I think in the traction slide, you saw our user acquisition just leaped 50 times when we introduced TikTok in January of 2023. And naturally, the algorithm promotes, the earning and generation of money, and it attracts the B40. In our surveys also, we noticed and found that 80% of our users are coming from the B40 market with a household income of less than 2,000 ringgit.
We have room for one more question, unless there is none. Okay, we have one from Justin.
I think it's very admirable to try. I think the most admirable thing anyone can do is to give someone else a job, because then you give them the choice to decide what they want to do with their own futures. So when you think about reaching out to B40 and whatnot, is it sort of state by state, nationwide, or are there some states that are more that has a bigger market for you?
From what we notice in our data at the moment in traction, there is actually a bigger market in Kelantan and Terengganu, especially as well as the northern regions, Perlis, Kedah, and also Penang. So there's quite a heavy focus out there with, I think 50% of our active agents are situated there. But we believe that, everywhere across Malaysia, especially Sabah and Sarawak, there's still a lot of potential. Sabah and Sarawak, we are getting about 30% of the agents based there, even though we've not actually physically visited Sabah and Sarawak. So we've done a couple of groundworks, visited all the Felda communities, for 3 months last year, from Pahang, all the Felda areas which you've seen in the pictures just now. So I think, we could easily do the groundwork the same way in Sabah and Sarawak as well.
Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much, Farhan, for that amazing answer, amazing startup, and all that. Next, we will go to our 5th startup, which is, let us welcome Mr. Azir Abdul from DashAd, a startup that helps business owners gain clarity on their finances, understand their current and future business position, and focus on increasing profit and cash flow. Please welcome Azir from DashAd.
Testing. Hello, Assalamualaikum, and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Azir Hamid, CEO and co-founder of DashAd. So at DashAd, we empower business owners to make smarter financial decisions. Every business owner starts with a dream. Unfortunately, 82% of the dreams are killed by a silent killer, cash flow problems. Either the poor cash flow management, lack cash flow forecast, or lack of access to the funding. Take Eddie for example. He's a passionate business owner, create beautiful product, help thousands of housewives create general income. His revenue is increasing, but reality starts hitting him. He has no cash. He can sense there is a problem, troubles in the business, but he can't pinpoint exactly where is the problems. Cash flow forecast look foggy, let alone he want to increase the business, look for funding. There is almost 100 funders in Malaysia and almost 300 finance products in the market. Just so confusing. And many business owners are like Eddie. React to financial problem instead of proacting. Firefighting every day. This is just so frustrating. But what if I say, it doesn't have to be this way. Imagine there is a solution can transform from reactive to proactive. Automate the manual processes. Simplify the complexity of the cash flow forecasting and match the business owner with the right fund. How we do it? How we contribute to Islamic market? First, we integrate with accounting software, visualize the key metrics, meaningful metrics, such as cash flow, growth, profitability, and Sharia assessment and zakat management. Second, we study your data. Provide smart alert when the invoice is going to due. Is there any irregularity of expenses? Is there any future commitment? And provide actionable recommendation for you. And we also use a machine learning to predict your cash flow. When invoices going to get paid, when expenses are going to be paid, you know exactly your money next month, next 3 months, and next 6 months. And lastly, we create funding profile for your business based on your industry, based on your financial needs, based on your creditworthiness of the business, and match to the right funding, whether it's short-term, long-term, or speed of fund. This is our view of our products. These are our competitors, some of our in our regions, in the US, Australia. 2 of them are being exited in the business, acquired by a public listed company or global software companies. So there is still room, gap in the market, where there is no lack of access. The system is still reactive instead of proactive, more focusing on reporting, and still complicated for non-finance people. This one just mentions. SME is a backbone for their economies, contributing to 38% of the GDP. If SME is the backbone, cash flow is the fuel to the economy. And there are 70 million SME in the Southeast Asia. And we are targeting annual revenue of business owner 1.5 million above, which is consisting 30% of them. Our business model is simple. Software as a service, 250 per month. Additional on top of it, we upsell them to the advisory service as low as 1,500. We bootstrap our business from day one this year. We completed our MVP end of May. We also a grant recipient from Cradle last month for CIP Spark. And our growth is 40% month on month. Our average revenue is 1,000, 100% retentions. And our target industry currently is services industry, e-commerce, and the SaaS tech startup. Our go-to-market strategy is integration with accounting software, education, webinar, classes, and partners with the government agencies, companies, accounting firm, company secretaries, business coach. We are winners, hustle, and matchmake in heaven. Me, myself, as a CEO, I have a 17 years experience dealing with the complex finance functions in the MNC. My co-founder, Amshari, he has 20 years, he has accounting firm, company secretaries and tax firm. He has been dealing with SME for almost 20 years. He also a business coach and trainer, certified trainers. So we have also Dr. Hasnul as our co-founder and CTO for development. And we are looking 300,000 for 12 to 18-month runaways. We are expecting to have 250 users with a monthly revenue 200,000. Just like Lighthouse helping ship in the rough sea, that should help business owners and founders on the financial difficulties. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Auzer, for that amazing pitch. So now let's open the floor to the judges for any questions.
Can financial institutions make their own service? Because given that, everybody, if you're a business, you have SME accounts, it simply makes sense to build it in by default, right, by the financial institutions. So why hasn't that happened?
Thank you, Justin. Your question, why financial institution didn't provide the services, is it? I think because they need to be flexible dealing with the SMEs instead of dealing with the more matured business, because when dealing with matured business, they have more systemized in the system, especially on the manpower expertise. But SME, you need to tackle them little by little, and you need to know how to tackle it. I think that is the challenges that happen by the financial institution, because they are more like one-touch points. So like us, when we provide the services, we go deeper, hand in hands with the teams. Because one of the challenges in the market for SME is their lack of the check and balance. They have an accountant team, but they have a finance people. That's where we come in, on top of their accounting teams. Yep. Hopefully I answer your question, Justin. Thank you.
So, based on what you have just explained from Justine's question, right? Wouldn't that brings the issue or the question of scalability of your business model, where you need a lot of manpower to look after if you were to scale on the number of clients?
Okay, thank you, Alan. Very interesting. So, I think that is actually is a question that we ask ourselves from day one, what we want to do. So, of course, we are establishing MVP one. So, I think we have been doing for 9 months. So, try to understand what are the requirements of the user, especially the SMEs. So, of course, at the beginning, we are looking at manpower extensive, but this we have the product roadmaps. Oh, it's not showing. There is a product roadmap that we try to systemize, digitalize, automate all this manpower inside the system by saying something like this, to have the AI CFO chat in the systems. So we are targeting by next year, toward the mid of year, we can everything put, it's like every SME can have their own AI CFO in the companies without relying on the manpower of us. So now we are building it so that in the next 1 year, 2 years, if they have their own CFO in the systems, where they can ask anything about the data. For example, we are in 2024, we are living in a world where we want to order food, order Grab, but unfortunately, we don't have insight on our own data.
Okay, thank you.
We can take one last question.
I'm just wondering how easy to use this system, and how do you, give that capacity building program in terms of using the system, as well as the target size of the MSMEs, which one, your target segment of the MSME.
Okay, thank you. So currently we are targeting a services industry, and the annual revenue is 1.5 million above. Because why? For businesses that have a revenue 1.5 million, they really have at least minimum one accounting team. So, and the business owner was looking for expanding the business instead of looking at the 1.5 million revenue business, because they are more focusing on the sales and revenue. So that is how we tackle services, which is easier for us to help them. Then later on, we go to the different industries. So that is our strategies and approach.
We still have a little bit of time, actually. So if there's any other questions, we can... Okay, I think Dr. Hilal, do you have one? Okay.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm only concerned about the development of the AI, because what you do, if my understanding is right, is sort of advising, right? And AI is very good in this now, but it will be much better within 2 years. So you're projecting for 2 years to have, but this could be really a concern for the growth and the expansion of your business if AI is doing a better job than what you can do. Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor, for highlighting the area of concern. It's something that we need to look into as well. So, of course, currently we are using what on the chef. So hopefully we try to catch up what the development on the AI as well. Thank you, Doctor, for the highlighting.
All right, so if there is no more question, thank you so much, Azir from Dash Ad. That concludes our first round of startup pitches. What a fantastic showcase of innovation and entrepreneurial spirit. We'll now take a short 15-minute break to recharge and prepare for the exciting second round of pitches. Please join us back here at about 3:50 p.m. Don't be late. We will see you soon. There are refreshments provided outside on the, my right side, right? So please enjoy yourself for the next 15 minutes and see you later. Don't be late, okay? No Malaysian timing. sandwiches. So if you have any of your friends outside, any founders, any of the attendees, please call them back in so that we can resume quickly. I think our 4 judges are also not here. Only Miss Irni. Love the, what's this? The timely management, good time management. So the other four VIPs and judges are still outside, probably having refreshments. We'll get them in. Get your friends in. You can just text them, guys, it's about to start. Come in. Even the founders, I think the ones that has presented are not here. Probably makan outside. Just the ones that are going to present is here, right? Because they have to be here. So let's just wait a couple of minutes for everyone to make their way in, right? Everyone feeling a bit more fresh after that tea, or I'm not sure what they have outside actually. I didn't get to go out, unfortunately. Okay, someone said teh tarik and kueh, so feeling a bit more refreshed, I hope, right? Let's just wait for... All right, so I see Justin coming down. I see Ellen. We'll just wait for Encik Rizam. Doctor. All right. For those who have friends who are still having some kuehs outside, please tell them to bring their kueh in. Wait, actually, you know what? On the second thought, I'm not sure if that's allowed. Just bring themselves in. Yes, I see everyone slowly making their way down. Yeah, all right. Let's just wait for all the other attendees to come in, get comfortable, sit down. We have 5 more pitches. No pressure to the founders over there. Very exciting pitches as well. After this, I see Ben, founder of Nexia, making his way after the teh tarik and kueh. Yes, we're still waiting for all the other judges. I see Alan bringing his teh tarik down. Nice. Hashtag street smart. Okay, we'll wait for all of the judges to make their way into the hall. All the other founders. We have a lot of startups that are very interesting after this. One of them flew all the way from Turkey and arrived yesterday. Very, yes, he's raising his hands. Very committed, very interesting startup as well. He had a pitch practice yesterday. It was very interesting. We have Encik Rizam making his way. Yes. We'll just wait for one more of our judge. Yes, I see everybody making their way down. Please get yourself seated and comfortable. I see Dr. Hilal bringing in some snacks. I would have done the same. Unfortunately, I can't sit because I have to MC. All right, so everyone is getting pretty comfortable. It's getting more casual. Okay. All right, so we have all of our judges inside the hall already. We have Ben, we have all the founders seated on my right-hand side, and we have some of the attendees here, well, at least half of them. All right, so I think we can slowly kick off and start the next session of all of the startup pitches, pitching session number 2. So we have 5 more startups to pitch, very, very exciting ones, as I've mentioned. So let's begin. Let me welcome SJ and Farn from Masverse. MassFirst is a layer 1 blockchain infrastructure that simplifies blockchains for governments and businesses, with a focus on developing Islamic digital technology and a POC for zakat distribution with Lembaga Zakat Selangor. Gentlemen, the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi, good afternoon, judges. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So my name is Fan. So I am the head of business development for MassFirst. So essentially, just a very quick rundown in terms of what we are, right? So MassFirst, we at the core itself, we are a blockchain company. We have a layer 1 itself. So what is a layer 1 is, imagine we are an operating system. We enables companies, clients or anyone else to develop blockchain applications out of our infrastructure itself, right? But at the same time also, we do develop our own infrastructure and of course the applications for usages as well. So essentially, we have quite a fair bit of partnership with the regulators, the industry leaders, and of course institutions. We started 2 years back. When we first started, we started as a blockchain certificate company itself, right? Eventually, as we move along, we expanded more products itself, and of course, we have quite an active collaboration with the government authorities as well. MIMOS itself, we recently just signed an MOU with them to talk about the blockchain infrastructure, moving forward from RMK 13 itself. Then we work with Cradle as well, MDAC and whatnot, quite a fair bit of government agencies, and we work with the JPN, KEDA and JPN Penang on the blockchain certificates. And then we have quite a fair bit of targeted sectors. If you look at the bottom right, essentially this is just a very snapshot in terms of what we do. We do a lot more actually. I think we identify about 13 or 14, but currently we are quite focused in this quarter and next quarter, actually this Q4. So essentially we are focusing on this 4 right now as well. So essentially why we are here today is because of Islamic finance itself, right? So why Islamic finance, right? Out of all the sectors that we decide to go into, is because, of course, we see a potential. So in 2021, 3.6 trillion of Islamic finance assets, and going into 4.9 trillion, targeted to go to 4.9 trillion in 2025 itself, right? So we thought to ourselves, like, there's quite a fair bit of things that we can enhance from the blockchain side, and that's where we are now. So which leads to our product itself, right? The thing that we are pitching to FIKRA is itself. So it's essentially a blockchain fund distribution system. So how we came about this system essentially is because we spoke to Lembaga Zakat Selangor. They told us quite a fair bit of stuff, which is the problem statements itself, right? So we identified about 5 of them, but at the same time, as we speak to more of these Zakat foundations itself, more or less most of them encounters the same problem itself, right? So it's, lack of transparency, it's very manual, and then of course it's vulnerable itself, right, to corruptions and whatnot. Then of course, because of the things on top, it leads down to the inefficiency when it comes to disbursements of funds. Then of course, it leads to the limited accessibility of the fund information itself, right? Where has the funds went to, what happened, and whatnot. So essentially, this is just a very quick user flow in terms of how it used. It's just a couple of process. What we do is essentially we are enabling the simplicity of the fund disbursement from the Wakala side, and then from the Asnaf side is of course, receiving the funds itself, right? So it's just a couple of steps, very, very straightforward. And of course, because of this, there are benefits of our system is to enable it to a very, very automated system so that it leads to a more efficiency fund disbursement system itself. So essentially, this is just one key use case of our blockchain fund distribution system, right? But at the same time also, we have identified quite a fair bit of potential when it comes to utilizing this system itself. So social financing is one, right? Anything that's related to donations, government funds, subsidies, the distributions of bank loans or even government loans and whatnot. So private sectors is the same. Loans, bank credits, and whatnot can be utilized our system itself. Then, of course, CBDC. This is very related to blockchain as a tech itself. So it's something that we are looking into how we can use our system to utilize the disbursement of CBDCs itself, right? So this is essentially our revenue generation model. Very, very straightforward. We are a bit different because we always go for B2B, right? We sort of white label our entire platform to our clients, our clientele itself. We don't really do B2C itself. So we have identified essentially 2, right? One, of course, is the blockchain distribution solution as well. The other one is just specifically targeted for the Zakat Foundation itself. So essentially, the charges are there. very, very straightforward model when it comes to revenue. Essentially, this is our team. There's about 6 or 7 of us. Unfortunately, we ran out of space and because of the limited slide. We have Dr. Suresh itself. Unfortunately, he's not in the slide itself. But essentially, in terms of top management, there's 7 of us. Currently, our company is we are about 30 to 40 strong itself. Because of the various target sectors that we are doing. In terms of key focus, we focus on about 3 products right now. So that's pretty much it. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that great pitch. I will pass the floor to the panel of experts for the questioning for the founders. All right, Ms. Ernie has a question.
Thank you. Hi, can I just understand, we understand that in view that the stakeholder also, do they need to be blockchain ready to actually adopt this system?
No. So if, I think we can go back to the slide, right? But essentially, okay, thanks. So if you look into the left side, right? Essentially, this is the POC we have with Lembaga Zakat Selangor itself, right? So the POC, it reminds you of Touch and Go itself, right? So to us as a blockchain company, we are a bit different from the rest in the sense that to us, the consumers do not necessarily have to know that they're utilizing blockchain as a tech. So that's how when we devise this entire Zakat platform, we essentially put it that way as well. Yeah.
I just wondering, let's say if you already work with all the Majlis Agama Islam negeri-negeri, so what's next for you?
So essentially, currently we are going to target most. We are looking. I think we hear this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think essentially we have spoke to about 6 or 7 of them. We are looking to engage more of these Zakat Foundation. This is just locally, but at the same time, we are starting to explore to the surrounding region. Of course, Indonesia is one, right? Biggest Muslim nation in the world itself. A lot of Zakat there. We are looking to the MENA region as well, looking to expand there. So as long as, of course, this is just a Zakat solution, the e-Wakalah solution itself. But saying the blockchain fund distribution, any institutions that needs to disperse funds, we'll be able to utilize our platform itself.
Which blockchain you're using?
Our own. We have our own layer 1.
Layer 1 blockchain.
Yes. It's called mass chain.
So there are some problems of blockchain, scalability, security, and
yes.
So how did you solve these problems?
So it's an essential. Okay, so maybe just a very quick one, right? Essentially, when it comes to blockchain itself, so there's currently in world there's 2 models, right? There's the proof of work and the proof of stake itself. So Masters itself, we are a bit different that way. We are working on the proof of authority. So when it comes to proof of authority, why? Is because only whitelisted people will become the nodes essentially, right? So why we decide to go for this model? Because of security. To us, in Masters or Mass Chain itself, we believe that no government in their right mind will let their data to go into a public chain because of the security itself, right? Currently, yes, no mass chain, no chains has been hacked currently, but who knows when quantum computing comes, right? So essentially, with your whitelisted nodes, right, our nodes can be government authorities. So that's where we are speaking to MIMOS about this as well, right? Them becoming one of our nodes. So that's where we work on. So to answer your question on scalability, in the future, when it comes to our chain itself, each country will have their own node, what we call parachain. Sorry, what we call parachain, right? Each and every individual nation will have their own particular nodes. So they will talk to each other, but let's say in Malaysia itself, all the data centers and all the nodes will just be located in Malaysia. In Thailand, it will be the same thing, only the data centers in Thailand. Indonesia is the same thing as well. So this is how we will scale our chain to accommodate to this kind of application, this kind of, yeah.
Is it a centralized system? Centralized system?
It's a public permission. So why do we call public permission essentially is that it's essentially a permission system, right? Whereby you can share certain information. In our Explorer itself, as Zakat themselves, right? Let's say they want to share whatever information they want. It's really up to them what kind of information they want to make it public. So that's why it's called public permission, right? So the public will still be able to see certain information, but not all, really depending on the app itself.
Any validation of the information from the participant in the blockchain?
Yes, so that's where the nodes come in, right? So we have Currently, we are talking to quite a fair bit of government agencies, legal entities to be the verifier of this information. So it's just not going to be mass chain itself. We are talking to about 20 of them. Yeah.
So the proof of authority consensus algorithm you're using
Yes.
will be enforcing how the validation will be done, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries.
All right, thank you so much for all of the questions. Founders may return back to their seat. Thank you for the great presentation as well. Next, let us welcome a founder that flew all the way in from Turkey to be part of this demo day today. Mr. Melih Turan from Goldframer, an Islamic fintech platform offering fractional investment and Islamic artworks. Please welcome Mr. Melih Turan from Goldframer.
Well, assalamu alaikum. From Istanbul, from Turkey. This is Dr. Melih Turan, the CEO and co-founder of Goldframer. I will gonna make a presentation about fractional Islamic art investment platform, which is called Goldframer. And before that, I want to disrupt your ideas about Islamic art market. I want to just guess a number of in your mind that how much could be these artworks in terms of dollar, in terms of value. Just guess in your mind. These special artworks has been sold for more than millions. One of them 20 years ago, about $4 million, and the other 2 years ago, about $9 million. It's not finished. This artwork has been bought by Islamic Art Museum Malaysia. This is a Turkish painter. He was called Osman Hamdi Bey, and he's very famous reading Quran girl, the girl who's reading Quran. Guess this in your mind and see the number now. This is sold about $7.4 million 5 years ago, sorry. So, as you understand, maybe you have guessed about $1,000. Unfortunately, as Muslims, we are not aware of Islamic art market. So we are focusing these problems. Islamic art market is closed market. Muslims don't have any easy access to it. And people who are wanting Islamic art investment products are looking for alternative investments who are asset-backed. So as Goldframer, we are the world's first Islamic art investment platform focusing on physical artworks, not NFTs, physical artworks, and fractionalizing them. So how it works? We are buying an artwork from an artist, from a gallery, from an auction, and we are fractionalizing it. We do not securitize, but we want to. The art market is not regulated, but we want to securitize. Right now, we are just selling and making fractional auction. And then, after the investors buy shares, and we market and communicate the artwork. We make it valuable, and then sell it in 5 years. So then distribute the profit. So basic business model. Right now, we have just issued this artwork. We have offered this artwork, the Cave of Saur, where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ escaped from mushriks and kafirs. Maybe you remember this made with Ebru, a special Islamic art technique and painting. This is our first artwork, and we have sold about 40%. We have just launched 1 month ago. And what we are doing additionally, we are printing fine art copies and selling them. So this fine art copies called Jigle is very popular. So we are selling these precious artworks, copies to make profit from this artwork and distribute the profit as well. And what's Islamic art? Islamic art is not just calligraphy. It's not just painting of a Muslim world. It's also miniature, tasheeb, ebru, and different terms, different categories of art. And why Istanbul is important? There is a saying, as you know, the Quran has been revealed in Mecca, recited in Egypt, and written in Istanbul. The calligraphers in Istanbul are very master of beautiful calligraphy, and it's continuing. The tradition is continuing. So if you look to the market, there are lots of galleries like Islamic art museums in Malaysia and British Museum, Musée du Louvre. You can see everywhere Islamic art, and it's very popular. And people who are rich are buying Islamic art and investing in it. If you look to the competitors, there are lots of fractional art investment platforms. But we are the first in terms of Islamic art. And if you look to the market, we can understand that there is a demand and supply. Unfortunately, there is not an Islamic art report, but we are producing our own art report. And we made a research and have seen that in London, the big auction houses like Christie's, Sotheby's, and Bonhams have offered many millions of artworks yearly, and it's increasing. The trend is increasing about 20%. So it shows us there is a demand. And as we look, or minimum obtainable market is about $2 billion. And for a startup and for the first and one startup in the market, it's enough for us to proceed. And we can see that the blue chip artwork market is performing better than other stock markets. Of course, there are risks, but we are eliminating these risks with our partners. And our team, we are a partner of a venture studio. We are getting the stuff from the venture studio and focusing as a team just only for the product management marketing. We have raised $200,000 about with the valuation of $3 million, and our funding round is continuing. What we are doing, we are creating an Islamic art market ecosystem. We are creating our own report. We have created communities. We are creating our own media. We have acquired IslamicArtNews.com, and we are making news on Islamic art. And we want to make Islamic art popular. And in the 30s, we want to be leader in Islamic art. Why now and why we are a very qualified team based in Istanbul and recognized from the government and from the private sector in Istanbul, and the market is ready to be an Islamic art, to be leader in Islamic art. There is nothing done in terms of digital, in terms of technology. We have also Sharia compliance from the leading institution in Turkey. And we have a purpose, and that means with innovation. We want to make Islamic art the value that it deserves. And lastly, I want to make you an Islamic art investor. You can scan the QR code, log in and sign up to our web app, and then redeem your code, and you can be an Islamic art investor right now. If you can just stay this last slide so people can get the QR code. That's it. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mali. That's very, very artsy and beautiful. Maybe I will open the floor to the judges for their questions. Oh, we have one from Justin.
One of the big problems in the arts market is AML and KYC. How do you prevent that on your platform?
Actually, we have just started now, and we are not regulated. People are gonna buying art without KYC. It's just an e-commerce. For example, if you buy an art from a market, you don't need to make KYC right now. But in the future, we want to be regulated and make an e-KYC system to solve the AML problems. Or transactions are very low, and we don't allow more than $5,000 to transact right now. But we will solve this problem if we get regulated.
Do you mind, sorry, I'm going to ask you to go back to the first slide.
Of course.
On the your problem statement slide.
Yes.
What I would like to understand, yeah, you said that Muslims don't have easy access to art investment.
Yes.
And Islamic art is a closed market.
Yes.
Can you elaborate on that? I do not quite get it.
Yeah, actually, I mean, as you know, Muslims don't have the mindset of investing in art because people are not thinking it's Sharia compliant, first of all. And paintings, in contemporary painting especially, depicts some non-Muslim or not.
So it's more the mindset, the issue is not the access, right?
It's a mindset, but the Islamic art market is also a closed market. It's not just because everyone knows Islamic art market. It's also the market is very closed. For example, think about it. If you can access to an Islamic art gallery here without museum. Is there any gallery, for example, selling in Malaysia Islamic arts, private artworks, not produced artworks from artists? There are not so much galleries. There are not so much auctions.
So when you say Islamic art, are you saying that the artist is an Islamic person?
Not really. As I said, Islamic art, it's based on the Islamic calligraphy. It's made by Arabic letters, okay. Islamic calligraphy. There is, for example, Tesib. This is Tesib. This gold illumination is also special for Islamic art. And this is Ebru. This is also very special. And there are some Islamic world paintings, like we call also Islamic art. There are tile works. It's also very precious. For example, Iznik tile works, based also in Turkey, is very popular. I mean, all of these, not architecture, all of Ebru illumination
Got
and
it.
Islamic calligraphy.
Got it. One last question.
Yeah, please.
You said that we could invest as a fractional investor
Yeah.
into, for example,
This
the
artwork.
art piece that, yes, you have put it there. And you said that you're going to reproduce 1,000 copies.
Yes.
And those are for sale as well?
The artwork, this really is about $35,000. So we produce fine art printings with the signature of the artist. So it makes it also valuable. And we will sell about $150. So it will generate a different revenue model for the art. And it's very common, by the way. It's very common in terms of Islamic art.
Okay. I like the idea.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we are doing it first time in fractional art investment. The contemporary art place doesn't do it. It's our innovation, actually.
How can I trust that the art fractional investment in is the right one? I mean, the authentic one.
Actually, we are directly working with the artist right moment, and we are getting the originality from the artist, the certification from the artist. We are not focusing the descent artists who are dead. So we are working with artists who are living, so it makes it also trustable right now. But in the future, we will also have different artworks from the history. But right now, we want to create the product market fit, and we have started with the living artists.
So the artist will give you a certification?
Yes.
And how can I authenticate the certification? Because I'm purchasing online, right?
Yes, exactly.
So how can I make sure that this is the signature of the artist?
There are ways, actually. We are making some videos with the artist. So the artist having some clarifying that in this live videos that the artist belongs to me, and we are making and marketing videos. You can see on our Instagram account, and the artist is clarifying that this is my art and I am selling through gold framer. So the trust issue is a challenge for us right moment because we are not regulated, but we are not creating the trust by our own selves. People trust us actually right now, but in the future we want to be regulated. The art market is not regulated, but we want to be regulated as an investment platform. So we will handle this trust issue with regulation. Right now people trust us, but we are trying to make it clear that the art is valuable, the art is valuable, and we work with art advisors as well. We are not from the art space. We are working, for example, in prominent art advisor who is the art advisor of the Turkish Airlines. He's also very well known, and it makes trust on the artwork that's selected.
Yeah, one last question.
Yeah, please.
You're talking about 5 years investment, right?
Yes, up to 5 years.
Yeah, so I'll be buying a fraction of this, $25,000, but you will be selling. I'll be making profit out of the 1,000 copies. So the profit will be the total, right?
Yes, actually we will distribute the profit of the fine art printings earlier than the exit of the artwork. If you, for example, if you achieve 250, and we will distribute the profit. And this revenue model makes the investment, the cost will be generated with this revenue model. For example, if we sell 300 piece, we will generate the cost of the artwork with fine art printings.
And this is a transparent process, right?
Yes, we will do it as transparent as we can.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your questions.
All right. Thank you so much, judges and Dr. Mali.
Yeah, thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.
Next, for our 8th startup, let's have Maria Hanif from Endtime, an AI forecasting tool that simplifies stock market chart analysis by providing precise date and price movement forecasts with 85% accuracy. Maria, the stage is yours.
Hi, Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, judges. My name is Maria. I'm a CEO and founder of Endtime. Today, I wanted to share with you our innovative AI forecasting tool that focuses on addressing a challenge faced by retail and institutional traders. Let me tell you the story of Sarah. Sarah is a dedicated trader who aimed to increase her income through trading. However, she struggled to find time for the extensive chart analysis. Despite her effort, she doesn't have clue on where the market is heading and when it will get there. What even worse is that there is no reliable forecasting tool to guide her. So because of this, she missed opportunity to trade, trades emotionally, and ends up facing significant losses. But with End Time, Sarah can reduce her time for extensive chart analysis because we provide an advanced forecasting tool complete with date and price movement predictions for better planning. We also consolidate all market analysis into one comprehensive tool. Unlike our competitors who only provide a general direction without specifying the timing. Additionally, our platform also have a Sharia filtration to ensure a peace of mind for traders who are concerned about Sharia stocks, particularly in the US market. With End Time, Sarah can significantly reduce her risk of losses, and she also can streamline her analysis process to make a better decision. The total financial predictor analytic market is huge, valued at about 95 billion. But we plan to be realistic in our approach by targeting 10,000 users within the first 12 months. To attract these users, we will offer them introductory price at $99. So this will lead us to the ARR of $990,000. As we grow, we want to target 500,000 users within 6 years of operation, and we anticipate generating 75 million revenue from B2C. Our total SAM includes 70 million users who are utilizing financial analytic and trading insight, and our long-term aspiration to at least capture 10% from the total SAM and becoming a leading company in the wealth tech industries. Since our inception, we have made significant progress on our MVP. Our MVP has been tested by 200 beta testers, and we have achieved 85 to 90% on directional accuracy. We operate on the SaaS business model with a monthly fees of $150 for B2C, giving them access to 1 month forecast, along with additional tool like news and educational content. For B2B client, there is an annual subscription plan of $350,000 with a monthly support fees of $2,000, giving them access to 1 year forecast and the use of our AI platform. Our algorithm integrates multiple data sources, including big data and alternative data, to provide timing insight precisely for each stock. Our competitors in this space are commonly less accurate in terms of their forecasting model and harder to understand and use compared to us. What makes us unique is that our model is not a one-size-fits-all model. We have our unique own parameter, and we offer a stable, forecast, stable output without require a consistent adjustment. Our team comprised of experienced professionals from multidisciplinary background, all with years of experience in previous company. Over the next 5 years, we anticipate annual growth in both revenue and operating profits while keeping expenses relatively stable. To achieve this, we are looking for the initial investment of $500,000 to go fast. We want to scale up the team, further develop the product, and the big marketing push that will bring us to our 10,000 users within the next 12 months. To invest in End Time is perfect for several reasons. First, the global financial analytic market offers substantial growth opportunities, particularly in AI, prominence in fintech. Our unique forecasting model provides precise timing insight with accuracy of 85 to 90% hit rate. Our strong team with the years' experience in successful startup. Our platform support ethical investment aligned with Sharia principle, and our financial projections is in upward trends. With your support, we can revolutionize investment insight, and End Time will become a norm. As everyone now has a smart assistant and trading map, why not we have one for investing? So let End Time be your smart assistant and trading map, providing clarity and direction to help traders like Sarah navigate the market with confidence. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria, for that insightful pitch. Perhaps we'll open up the floor to the panel of judges.
Thank you very much. Why you think you were able to get 85 to 90% accuracy?
Okay, in terms of accuracy, we have done two methodology of the back testing and live testing. We have conducted a series of back testing for over 30 years data. Through this method, we get 90% accuracy. However, we know back testing methodologies alone sometimes lead to overfitting data. They are good and well performed when it comes to historical past, but when unseen data or future data, it might struggle. So to avoid this, we come up with the live testing data. So for the past 4 years, we have done live testing through our beta testers, and we made publicly, posted publicly to social media. And what we did is that we draw our forecast on TradingView because we want to have a timestamp. On TradingView, the timestamp cannot be edited. So normally, typically our forecasts stay for 1 month. So we review back our forecast and we did the statistical method, and we calculate the variance, we calculate the error, how many error, and then we come out with the accuracy rate. So our model is not a one-size-fits-all model. So every stock has each accuracy because each stock behaves differently. Yeah.
Yes, any third party to certify that this number is accurate?
No, because we conduct all the statistic methods. I think a third party to validate, they must understand our algo. So we don't want to expose the algo. We take TradingView as a third party validation. Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions from the panel of judges? We have 2 minutes left. Oh, we have one from Ms. Ernie. Great.
Hi, thanks for the presentation. Just to understand, you mentioned about you have been leveraging on the 30 years of data.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Can I understand, like, what are the source of data? Are they all locally, or is it?
Okay, our machine learning has been trained for the US stock market for the past 6 years. So we have tested 30 years data for Dow Jones, S&P 500, and some of US stocks not really that long. So takes, for example, Visa about 14 years. So we backtest according to the historical data for each stocks. But the longer, the better, actually, our model to be trained. Yeah.
Sorry, one question about the efficiency of the system. How fast it is to do the prediction?
Okay, last time our system, we do it all in-house. So last time to come up with one forecast, it takes about 15 minutes. But now our forecast is ready for 100 forecasts. It takes about 24 seconds.
And how this performance is in comparison with the others, with the competitors you have?
Competitors. Okay, our competitors, for example, I take example Toggle. Their forecasting model mostly is a trend following. They use a technical analysis at the back, and they are trend following. So meaning that any shift, a bearish shift or sudden bearish shift in the market, they cannot sense. But our system can sense months in advance anything got to do with bearishness. So we not rely on the technical analysis per se, but actually our algorithm is rely on big data, alternative data, including astronomy. We are the one who use astronomy integrates with finance. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, so in the US stock market, there is a very strong positive drift, right, upwards. If there's a very strong positive drift upwards, and you are predicting if, a coin toss, whether it's up or down, more likely than not, your model is going to predict correctly because it'll be, it's trained on something that's drifting upwards, and your coin toss is weighted towards upwards. So your model, by default, tends to predict upwards. How did your model fare in 2012, 2008, and year 2000?
Okay, for year 2000, we do the back testing. The live testing is just recently. Our back testing methodologies, yes, we do capture all the sudden bearishness. Okay, the reason why we can capture that because our system doesn't rely on the technical analysis. We rely on other alternative sources, and alternative data is not a new or alien in the market. Even the JP Morgan in 2012, they're using a satellite data, agriculture data, even the weather forecast data layer with the big data. So to answer that, yes, in the sudden bearishness, we can capture the market on the sudden bearishness in 2012, even during Brexit, and even during COVID-19 2020. Yeah, we have the portfolio, and I make it public to gauge our work on LinkedIn. Yeah.
All right, thank you. That's all of the time used up. Thank you so much, Maria. Up next, we have Mr. Alvis and Mr. Calvin from Extractify. They transform business automation with Gen AI that performs manually time-consuming tasks, boosting efficiency and allowing human resources to focus on high-value activities. Let's hear what they have to offer. The stage is all yours.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Elvis. I'm the CEO and founder of Extractify. Extractify provides AI account executives to automate boring and tedious account bookkeeping tasks. Do you know that based on Gartner research, 80% of data is remain unstructured, and up to 73% of them is unused for analytics? Why? Because businesses are facing challenges when it comes to data automations. Nowadays, there are tons of data analytics tools available in the markets. However, when it comes to data entry automations, there is still a gap. That's why we introduced Extractify AI. With generative AI and our own secret sauce of multi-AI agent concept, we're able to achieve human-like understandings for our AI with fully automations without any changes to the current system. With just 4 simple steps to automate your account bookkeeping. Upload via our portal, review based on accuracy filtering, publish it to your accounting software, and Extractify AI will handle the rest for you. Now, let's have a look on the market size. We are talking about a potential profit of $2 billion ARR level just based on our total capturer market of accounting firm, approximately 7,000 of them by providing our AI account executive at just $800 per month. Imagine this, you just capture 1%, you already can achieve $20 million ARR in profit. Our business model, you can imagine us like a telco. We provide prepaid and postpaid. Whereby prepaid is for SME in credit base and is just at $29 per month. When they finish their credit, then can always top up with us. While for postpaid model is unlimited usage and is for enterprise at just $800 per month. Currently, we distribute our product to distributor and reseller in Malaysia region. We work closely with AutoCount SQL engineers post leveraging on their reseller network to push our product to nationwide. While for future global expansions, we're going to have our own online self-subscribe capability whereby customers can subscribe through Microsoft Azure Marketplace as well as our website. Other revenue stream that we have, government, customizations, white label, and API. Imagine this, if let's say every month you need to handle 10,000 documents, you need approximately 5 account executives for you, and in Malaysia region itself, the payroll roughly $5,000. With Extractify, you can easily achieve 65% of cost saving, And don't forget about the human error reduction, employee negativity, and increase of your productivities. This is the industrial landscape. Compared to them, we are Sharia compliant, highly scalable with reasonable pricing. Extractify teams combine experience of 60 years and 4 different industrial domains, from data scientists to TS status to PMP certified. And don't forget about advisor, Dr. Masa have PhD in Islamic finance. Now, let's have a look on our roadmap. We just have a soft launch of our AI account executive last month, and I will share the result in coming slide. This month itself, we will fully focus on market penetrations, and next month, we plan to launch our AI Sharia Audit Executive, which have the capability to detect and flag those non-Sharia compliance activities. And in year 2026, we wish we can work with SC to strengthen Sharia audit and scoring with Extractify AI Sharia compliance framework. This is a look of our AI Sharia Audit Executive. Our current traction, we have 7 in pilot run currently, 9 of them in queue for different workflow, 72 in pipeline. Just imagine these 7 of them already bring us 67,000 of ARR. This is another POC we done for Royal Malaysia Police and into commercial discussions for their criminal case bank statement extractions. Now we are in pre-seed round. We're looking for 1 million. We're going to dilute 20%, and we already secured 650,000. Founder also committed 360,000, and don't forget about the grant from Microsoft, 1 million. What we are looking for, balance of 350,000, global strategic partnership, as well as advisor and mentor, especially in Islamic finance. Now, scan this to try out for free. You can experience yourself the accuracy, efficiencies, and compliance of Extractify AI. Let's Extractify handle the boring, tedious accounting tasks so that you can focus on what truly matters. I'm Elvis. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Extractify, for that great pitch. Now let's open the floor of questions from the judges. There's a question from Alan.
Yes, I do. Can you go back to the revenue, the customer revenue traction slides? This is the one. You said you have a 7 pilot run, right?
Yes.
Who are the customer there?
It's from different industrials. We have F&B industrials, and 2 of them from accounting firm, and 2 of them from factory, and also retails and more. Okay,
and you have 9 in queue, 72 in pipeline, you mentioned, right?
Yeah, it's just a soft launch.
Sure. And in 2024, you're going to target
just 20.
20, right?
Yeah, be realistic.
Yeah, and that 20 includes the 7 that's in the pilot run.
Yes.
Okay, and how does that work out to 192,000?
192,000. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Because every single AI account executive we charge at 800 per month.
US dollar.
US dollar, yes.
It still doesn't add up. But anyway, yeah, it's okay. So
I think because of the currency, recently USD is weak.
Okay. Okay. My next question would be based on the 7 pilot run that you have gone through, right? Can I know what are the findings, what are the experiences, or what are the challenges that you face there, or what are the challenges your client face?
I think the main challenges currently we face with the 7 pilot run is the different company practice, different accounting practice. There is no standard practice for them. So what we're going to handle this is we're going to build our own workflows, automations to handle all these different account practice. Like for example, I give you an example. If let's say today F&B industrials, they never raise any POs to their supplier. They straight away like WhatsApp their suppliers. Then after that, their supplier send them the invoice. Then from there, we capture the invoice and we process the rest. But then if let's say today a retail trading companies, let's say for IT industrials, so they did raise their POs to their supplier. So their entry level are different. For them, their entry level is from the quotation itself. So what we receive is receive their quotations and we provide the PO to their supplier. So all different entry point, I will say, on the data entry automation.
We still have a few minutes left. Any other questions? Okay, one more from Alan.
Yeah, I think if I can put it in this way, yeah, help us to have the level of confidence that your product can really do what you say. If you could help us to understand that. Because in your presentation, it sounded very easy, right?
Yeah.
Send me the invoice. The accounting is done,
I have
right?
the
if you
QR
could.
code. Yeah, you can scan the QR code and you experience yourself. We have that confidence that any type of documents in any format we can understand.
Okay, perfect. So thank you so much, Extractify, for that amazing pitch and detailed answers.
Thank you.
Lastly, we have Mr. CJ from D-Gold. They provide cost-effective, transparent financial products with low fees, competitive rates, and flexible terms for the gold market. Let's hear it from D-Gold.
Hello, Salam Mandani, and very good afternoon to all the esteemed judges and the audience for today. Hi, I'm CJ Ong. I'm the CEO and co-founder of D-Gold. So, what is D-Gold? All right, basically we are the startup where we'll be venturing into this first mobile app for Islamic pawnbroking system. Well, basically, this why we choose Islamic pawnbroking, because basically this product will be something that is inclusivity and also diverse for every group of people. So for pawnbroking industry is not new. Basically, it's a very, very conventional and traditional type of business. And this type of business also have its own host of problems and challenges also. Especially when during the pandemic, this business will close down. But then people are looking for a way for them to leverage on their asset for them to get the financing. With our this solution, we are able to enable the group of people, whether they are right now they are existing pawn customer, and also those are potential gold investor, they would like to leverage on their gold for them to pawn up to this platform. And our solution is something that is, I would say, is market ready, because like I say, this is really an existing industry already, and you can see from the number here, it's really a multi-billions industry. And recently also, there's a few pawn industry where they also get listed also. And also nowadays also, there are more and more company, organization, financial institution, which also provide gold certificates. How does our solution work? Okay, so basically as a D-Gold, we are basically like a platform, a mediator between various stakeholders. So for example, is our solution basically is we allow those who have holding a digital gold cert from those they bought from those various financing. Example, maybe Maybank, for example. And then at the same time also, we also work with those, example, Bursa, because it's for us to do any financing for this Aranu concept, we need to go through this Tabarok contract also. So our solution also need to be handshake with several parties. Example, from those who are selling the gold cert to the consumer, and at the same time also, we also need to handshake with Bursa, for example, for us to so-called to work out the Tabarok contract. This is just an example, some back-end, how we do the handshake with the tower contract. Sometimes also it's our solution or something that is also need to comply to the regulatory, all the whether stakeholder, whether be the Bank Negara, KPKT, or SC, or whichever regulatory that we need to align to. So our solution also need to have all the proper protocol. Example, we talk about the AMRA, the CFT, CTF, and also all the eKYC also, the solution also. Okay, so like I mentioned before, our business model is very straightforward. This is really existing industry already, but now we are coming in here to disrupt this industry per se by giving them a platform where they are easier for them to do the financing. Because it's a mobile app, it is something that is a very easy to use tool. Malaysia and also throughout the world also is been using mobile app as one of the way for them to go to market and also for them to reach out to the product or services that they wanted. All right. So, and last but not least, also again, I mentioned this solution is something that we wanted to be secure and regulated. Okay. Our solution actually is not something that just for the consumer market per se, but of course we do have a roadmap to extend to other various partnership business model also. Like for example, in Malaysia, the Koperasi or SKM, they are one of the big industry in Malaysia here. So what we can do also is our solution can extend as another digital platform for them also to extend to those current physical Aranu shop also by providing a digital method also. And then at the same time also is by working together with those banking industry, for example, we also given them a platform for them to provide additional channel for them to provide the loan through our channels also. All right, this is just a roadmap on our solution. So we are looking to launch the DIGO somewhere around year 2025. And of course, on top of that, there will be more and more product portfolio we will extend to the market. Okay, this is the last my slide. I'm open for questions.
Thank you so much, CJ. Perhaps we'll get the questions now from the panel of experts.
Hi, I just wondering, have you tested this with any of Shada advisor on your structure?
Yes, sorry. Yes, actually we do have some discussion with our mentor, the Islamic mentor part. We also have some information on the part. At the same time also is our solution also, we also align with the appointed Sharia panel to validate our solution also. So this is part also of our working process we are doing right now.
One of the, you mentioned that there's a few licenses that you needed. So one of the licenses that's needed is the pawnbroking license. Do you have that? Or you currently share with a pawnbroking house?
Actually, the Aranu, they have no licensing for the any operator now until now. Normally, we will engage with Suruhanjaya Koperasi Malaysia to get them acknowledge them about our program, so that because the SKM is a pioneering on the Aranu, the pawnbroking, so that we will get advice from them also. So far, there's a KPKT, there's a govern the conventional pawn system, not the Aranu.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Maybe I can ask another question. When you said you do want to launch in January 2025, right?
Yes.
And this is a high capital business.
Yes.
To do the launch in January 2025, how much of a cash you are standing by to get this done?
Normally, it's for the system wise only, because the funding we normally will engage the cooperative or cooperative bank or some banking, because we integrate our system to their digital Go, right, saving account. Then they will automatically fund it to to their own user. Mean Maybank to their Maybank user. Then they will provide the funding to their own user. Like Bank Rakyat, they will fund it to their Bank Rakyat Gold saving account user. Then the Bank Rakyat will provide the funding also. We just a platform to link up.
Sure. Including the cooperative.
Yes, cooperative,
members.
yes.
Okay, so what is your revenue model then?
Revenue, we just, let's say, per se, like say we're charging 0.8% per monthly for the normally points Aranu rate. So maybe our service charge maybe is 0.2% of each transaction, of the loan transaction. The revenue is quite big if you compare, if you calculate on loan amount size. We just started up in Malaysia. If we can proceed to the Southeast Asia and all other worlds. If you compare with the conventional pawn services, right, booking, there only a certain area only they were allowed. But our is a borderless. Even though we can go for Indonesia market, we can go for Islamic market because we are the borderless and 24/7 operating. Even though you're in Indonesia, you need what? You need money. You can pawn it at Bali also, right? No need to come to any pawn shop and waiting for the services.
All right, so I think that's all of the time used up. So thank you so much, founders, for that great explanation and also pitch. So ladies and gentlemen, that was our last startup pitch of the day. I hope the sessions earlier was inspiring to all of the attendees here to innovate, create, and build. Let's give the founders another round of applause. Now, it's my honor to invite Encik Ritzam, Deputy General Manager of Securities Commission Malaysia, to give the closing speech. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
I have few key points to highlight here before we close. First of all, thank you to all FIKRA Accelerator Program Cohort 2024. Out of 800 plus application and 100 plus submission, you managed to get into this program. Congratulations. And I do hope that the 6 weeks curated programs have benefited you to develop further your solution for ICM, Islamic Capital Market, and Islamic Finance. And I also believe you have also expanded further your network within the ecosystem in joining participating in this program. Nixia, our accelerator partner, will still be with you for the post programs. Well done to all presenters today. We can only hope that tomorrow is a better day than today, and all the best for the result, which will be announced tomorrow. Thank you for our collaborators, MDEC, ISDB, Nizia, and to individuals who have contributed directly or indirectly to this program. And lastly, of course, a special shout out to the Secretariat and organizing team members, Diana and Sadia, and also the SI team. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Encik Ritzam, for that short and sweet closing remarks. Dear ladies and gentlemen, can I get your final attention? Before we approach the end of our SC FIKRA A's 2024 Demo Day, for the NFT collectors here, you may scan the QR code above for 200 points. Before we end today's session, I would also like to inform the audience and participants that our judges and internal team will be calculating the results from today's pitches, and the announcement, as mentioned by Encik Ritzam earlier, of the top 3 winners will be made tomorrow. The prizes for the top 3 finalists or winners are grant amount of RM50K for the first place, RM30,000 ringgit for the second place, and RM20K for the third place, given by the Securities Commission of Malaysia. This will be announced tomorrow at 5 p.m. at the SC Main Hall in conjunction with the closing of the SC Fintech Summit. We hope to see all of you there tomorrow. To conclude, I want to express my sincere gratitude for your participation and contribution. Please feel free to continue networking and connecting with fellow attendees. Thank you again for being a part of this wonderful event. To wrap it up, my name is Katrina Muhammad. It's been fun being your MC today. I hope you enjoy the rest of the event here at SC in these next 2 days. Thank you.